Imagine you're at a small weekend gathering. People are laughing, food is cooking, and everything feels normal. Then someone casually mentions they paid school fees in full without stress. No loan, no delay. You smile and move on, but later that moment keeps replaying in your mind again and again. On your way home, you start comparing people. One person lives simple, drives an old car, and never shows off. Another person looks flashy, posts luxury online, and always seems busy upgrading something. But something feels off. Deep down, you start wondering who is truly wealthy between them. Here's the truth many people miss. Real wealth does not always look impressive. In fact, it often looks boring. The people who appear rich may actually be struggling with debt. Meanwhile, the quiet ones who seem average might be sitting on serious money. This difference changes everything if you understand it. Think about this carefully. If you copy the wrong people, you could waste years chasing a lifestyle that keeps you broke. Many people try to look successful instead of becoming financially stable. That mistake is expensive. So today, let's break down the real signs of wealth that most people overlook completely. First sign is simple but powerful. Wealthy people often drive ordinary cars, not because they can't afford better, but because they choose not to. Instead of spending heavily on cars, they focus on keeping money. They see cars as tools, not status symbols meant to impress strangers on the road. Picture someone driving the same car for 10 years. It still works fine, so they see no reason to change it. While others upgrade every few years, this person saves thousands. That money grows over time. What looks like lack of ambition is actually strong financial discipline working quietly in the background. Now think about your own mindset. Would you feel uncomfortable driving an older car while others upgrade? That discomfort is exactly what keeps many people broke. They spend to match others, not because they need to. Wealthy people are comfortable being different, even if it means looking less impressive. Second sign is even more surprising. Their houses are usually normal. Not too big, not too expensive, just enough for comfort. Many people stretch their income to buy large homes, but wealthy people avoid that trap. They understand that housing costs can quietly control their entire financial life. A big house comes with bigger bills, maintenance, taxes, furniture, and constant upgrades. All these costs add pressure. Instead of freedom, you get stress. Wealthy people avoid this. They choose homes that allow them to save and invest more money over time, instead of locking everything into one place. Here's something to think about. If your house payment is too high, you're forced to work harder just to keep up. That reduces your freedom. But if your housing cost is low, you gain flexibility. You can take risks, change jobs, or invest more. That is real power. Third sign is how they dress. Surprisingly, many wealthy people wear simple clothes. No loud logos, no need to impress. They focus on comfort and quality, not attention. While others spend heavily on fashion to look rich, they spend very little because they don't need validation from strangers on the street. Imagine two people at an event. One is dressed in expensive designer brands. The other looks simple and relaxed. Most people assume the first person is richer, but often it's the opposite. The quiet one may have far more money because they don't waste it trying to prove anything. Now ask yourself honestly, do you buy things because you need them or because you want others to notice? That question alone can change your financial future. Wealth grows when you stop spending for attention and start spending with purpose. That shift is small, but the impact is massive. Fourth sign is about background. Most wealthy people didn't inherit their money. They built it slowly. This may surprise you. Many come from normal or even struggling families. They learned discipline early. They understood the value of money because they didn't always have it easily. In fact, people who receive too much financial help sometimes struggle later. They get used to spending at a level they can't sustain. When support stops, they fall behind. Meanwhile, those who build wealth themselves learn control. That control becomes their biggest advantage over time. Think about people you know. The most financially stable ones often have simple stories. No drama, no sudden luck, just years of consistent effort. They saved, invested, and stayed patient. That steady approach may look boring, but it's one of the strongest paths to real wealth. Sixth sign is their job. Many wealthy people have normal careers. They're not always celebrities or business stars. They're engineers, teachers, managers, or small business owners. Nothing flashy, just consistent income and smart money decisions over many years. Here's the part people miss. It's not about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep. Someone earning a high salary but spending everything will struggle, but someone earning less and saving regularly can become wealthy. Discipline beats income in the long run. Let's make it real. Imagine two friends. One earns a lot but spends on luxury. The other earns less but saves and invests. After 10 years, the second person often has more money. That's how powerful habits can be. Small decisions repeated daily create big results over time. Seventh sign is awareness. Wealthy people know their numbers. They understand how much they earn, spend, save, and invest. They track their progress. Many people avoid this because it feels uncomfortable, but ignoring your numbers doesn't solve anything. It only delays your growth. Think about this question. If someone asks your net worth today, can you answer? If not, that's your starting point. Awareness is the first step to control. Once you understand your finances clearly, you can make better decisions and move forward with confidence. Eighth sign is how they handle debt. Wealthy people avoid unnecessary debt. They may use credit cards, but they pay them off fully every month. They don't carry balances. They understand that interest works against them if they're not careful. Many people fall into the trap of buying things on credit. It feels easy at first, but over time interest grows. Suddenly, you're paying more than the original price. That cycle keeps people stuck. Wealthy people break this cycle by staying disciplined with borrowing. Now think about your habits. Do you carry debt for things that lose value? If yes, that's something to fix. Avoiding bad debt is one of the fastest ways to improve your financial situation. It may feel hard at first, but the long-term benefit is worth it. Eighth sign is subtle. Wealthy people don't talk too much about what they do. Their answers are simple and short. They don't try to impress others with titles or achievements. They focus more on listening than speaking. This is interesting because people who are trying to look successful often talk a lot about their work. They want recognition, but those who are truly secure don't need that. Their confidence comes from within, not from what others think. Next time you're in a conversation, observe this carefully. Who is asking questions and who is trying to impress? That small detail can reveal a lot. Sometimes the quiet one in the room is the most financially stable one. Ninth sign is multiple income sources. Wealthy people rarely depend on one income. They have side earnings. It could be investments, small businesses, or rental income. These extra streams provide security and growth over time. Imagine having money coming in even when you're not working. That changes your life completely. It reduces stress and gives you options. You're no longer stuck in one job. That freedom is one of the biggest benefits of building wealth. Now think about your situation. Do you have more than one source of income? If not, consider starting small. Even a little extra income can grow over time. The key is consistency, not size at the beginning. 10th sign is where they live. Wealthy people often choose environments that reduce pressure to spend. They avoid places where everyone is constantly upgrading. This helps them stay focused on their own goals. When you're surrounded by people spending heavily, it influences you. You feel the need to keep up. That leads to unnecessary expenses. But when your environment is balanced, it becomes easier to stay disciplined. Ask yourself this: are you spending because you want to, or because others are doing it? That awareness can help you make better choices. Your environment plays a bigger role than you think. 11th sign is strong financial defense. Wealthy people protect what they have. They avoid risky decisions. They focus on stability and long-term growth instead of quick wins. Many people chase fast money. They jump from one opportunity to another, but this often leads to losses. Wealthy people take a different approach. They stay patient and avoid unnecessary risks. Think about investing. Some people try to time the market or chase trends, but disciplined investors stay consistent. They invest regularly and hold for the long term. That strategy works better over time. 12th sign is time perspective. Wealthy people think in years, not days.
They understand that real growth takes time. They are willing to wait while their money compounds. This is where many people struggle. They want quick results, but wealth does not work that way. It builds slowly. The earlier you start, the better your results will be. Imagine planting a tree. You water it daily, but it takes years to grow. Money works the same way. Consistent effort leads to long-term results. Patience is your biggest advantage. Now think about your expectations. Are you looking for quick success or long-term growth? That mindset determines your outcome. Wealthy people choose patience every time. 13th sign is powerful. Wealthy people use money to buy time, not things. They focus on freedom. Every financial decision is about reducing stress and increasing control over their life. For example, instead of buying expensive items, they invest in things that give them flexibility. This could be savings, investments, or systems that reduce workload. The goal is simple: more freedom. Now pause for a moment and reflect. Everything we've talked about leads to one powerful idea. Wealth is not about what people see. It is about what you control behind the scenes. Most people focus on the outside, but real progress happens quietly where nobody is watching. Think about this carefully. Two people can earn the same income, live in the same city, and have completely different financial lives. One struggles every month. The other builds steady wealth. The difference is not luck. It is the daily decisions they make with their money. This is where things start to change for you. Once you understand these patterns, you cannot unsee them. You begin to notice who is spending for appearance and who is building for the future. That awareness alone gives you a major advantage over most people. But here's the part many people ignore. Knowing is not enough. You must act differently. It's easy to agree with these ideas, but harder to live them. Real change happens when your behavior matches what you now understand about money and wealth. Start small if you need to. You don't have to change everything at once. Maybe you begin by tracking your spending. Maybe you reduce one unnecessary expense. These small actions may seem simple, but over time they create powerful results that can completely change your direction. Now imagine your life 5 years from today. You avoided unnecessary debt. You saved consistently. You invested wisely. While others chased trends, you stayed focused. That future is possible, but only if you stay disciplined when it matters most. Here's a question you should ask yourself often. Is this decision helping my future or hurting it? That simple question can guide your spending, saving, and investing choices. Wealthy people ask this question regularly, even when nobody else is paying attention. Another thing to understand is this. Progress will feel slow at first. You may not see big results immediately. That's normal. Many people quit during this stage because they expect quick success, but those who stay patient are the ones who eventually win. Think of it like building strength in the gym. You don't see results after one workout, but if you stay consistent, your body changes over time. Money works the same way. Consistency beats intensity when it comes to building lasting wealth. Let's talk about pressure for a moment. Society constantly pushes you to spend more. New phones, new clothes, new upgrades. It never stops. If you follow that path blindly, you'll always feel behind. Wealthy people step out of that cycle completely. Instead of chasing everything, they choose carefully. They spend on what truly matters and ignore the rest. This gives them control, and control leads to freedom. That's why their lifestyle may look simple, but their financial position is strong. Now think about the people around you. Who influences your decisions the most? Your environment shapes your habits more than you realize. If you're surrounded by constant spending, it becomes normal. But if you shift your mindset, you can break that pattern. This is not about avoiding enjoyment. It's about balance. Wealthy people still enjoy life. They travel, relax, and have fun, but they do it in a way that doesn't destroy their financial future. That balance is what keeps them stable long term. Here's something powerful to remember. Every dollar you save today is a step toward freedom tomorrow. It may not feel exciting now, but it builds options for your future, and options are what truly define financial success. Imagine waking up without financial stress. Bills are covered, you have savings, you have investments, you have choices. That peace of mind is what wealth really looks like. Not luxury cars or expensive clothes, but freedom from constant pressure. So as you move forward, focus on building that kind of life. Ignore the noise, stay consistent with your habits, learn continuously, and most importantly, be patient with yourself as you grow. Because the truth is simple. Wealth is not built in one big moment. It's built through small, repeated decisions over time, and every decision you make starting today matters more than you think. One day, people may look at your life and wonder how you did it. They may not see the discipline, the patience, or the sacrifices, but you will know. And that quiet confidence is the real reward of building true wealth.